All right, we are gathered here today with some amazing, lovely players, and today is
And
session
silent.
5.
Uh,
No, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean
why is everybody attacking me today?
it. No.
my my name is Anna Firesprite. I will be your DM today. How about we get some introductions for anyone who is new in chat? Let's start off with T-Dot.
Bonjour. I am TdotJr, who is playing an artificer named Viktor with a little pet dog named Bolt.
Beautiful, thank you. Smada, you are next.
Hi, I'm Smada. Today I'll be playing Addison the Outlaw. I'm a rogue and I like to steal
Hi.
stuff.
Oh my god.
I no. I think they got it. No.
I don't know what's going on.
Wait. Sorry, I read the wrong script. Sorry. Uh,
Correct.
You're scripting this?
Where do I find one?
I've been lost for so long.
Oh my god.
yeah, I'll be on my notes. So, here we are. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm CCBob. I'll be playing Badger, the gnome artificer.
Mellow.
Right?
Well,
That's still not right.
I
Wait,
got a
can
Mellow.
can Mello go first? I'm still. I need to fix my notes.
He's gonna affect his cue cards.
Oh, Mellow is present. Let's go. Hi.
Why is voice so bright?
Hello, my dear. Welcome on in. Um, do you want to introduce yourself? Or do you need a little bit?
I need a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I got it now. I got all. I'm pretty sure I have it all correct this time.
Okay.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm only 70% sure, but that's good enough for me.
Okay.
Does somebody count me in?
5, 4, 2, 1.
7, 8.
Hello, I am Smada456, and I will be playing Badger, the gnome barbarian.
Damn it.
There's 456 of you.
No. I'm only the 456. There's lots more.
Okay.
At least 99 of me.
But isn't that less?
We don't need to get into however this works.
Alright. Are you done?
Oh wait. Okay. I have it for real this time. I have it for real.
Okay.
Wasn't that was for
100%.
real?
No. See, I told you I was only 70% that time. This time I'm at least 98%. So
Did you
I
roll
got it.
nat 1 again?
I did last night. Rolling that one on performance.
This is true. I was there.
But I don't see why that's relevant to this. So, somebody count me in one more time. Actually, just one person. Yeah.
My
5.
computer is crashed.
Oh, rip silent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm Glim. Glim Timbers. I play Badger on the Anna Firespites Philavanders show, and I am an artificer, and I worship a black dragon as my god. How'd that go?
Perfect. Thank you. So Silence PC did actually crash. uh, Mellow, can we get an introduction from you?
Hi, I'm Mellow and I'm addicted to alcohol. Oh wait, wrong introduction. Hi, I'm Mellow and I'm playing Orchis.
Alright, thank you, thank you. I don't know when Silent's actually gonna be back, considering his PC just fucking crashed. The unlikely timing on that is crazy to me.
Uncanny.
That's
Very
crazy.
uncanny, considering he had to do the recap today.
I mean, Smada said he would do it, so you know.
Hey, Smada,
That's
do
what
you want to
scares me.
stall for a bit?
Yeah, in fact, I have a one shot I can show everybody. I
Bro.
worked really hard on it.
Not this again.
Oh, Silent, we missed you, bro. Where were you?
You guys installed me too much. Computer crashed. Didn't like it.
Are you good? Are you good?
Am I ever good?
I don't know. Okay. We had everyone introduce themselves. It is now your turn, Silence.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me pull up this real quick. I need to pull up this so I can say my name correctly. There we go. I am SilentRaged. I am playing the character Bartholomew Andrew Norris Arfinian Nelson Alfred Senior, aka Bananas. I am a half-elf sorcerer. And I like throwing bar stools at people apparently now.
Oh, beautiful. Can we now get the recap from you?
Do we need a recap from 3 weeks ago?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
think
going to
we
be
did
reading
it.
this off of the session notes, so this might sound a little robotic.
If you want, I can be the robot, and you can do it next week. We just switch.
You say if you want, you can be the robot.
I can be the robot this time. It was probably gonna be a robot anyways next week, so like you'd probably have more passion in it next week when it's still fresh in your mind.
Sure, go for it. Be the robot.
Okay, do that. Take it away.
General store. Badger buys salt. Orchis buys a bowl. Addison buys a journal and steals some potatoes. Elmer Barthen is the owner, or informs Orchis that there have been red brand attacks, makes it hard for business in Addison. Gudrun's brother went out to scope out in the area, but they haven't come back for a couple of days. Want us to take care of the bandits for 50 gold pieces each. Red Brands have visited the sleeping giant recently. He isn't sure where else they would be. Pestering the town mayor. Addison takes for info about the Red Brands. The Red Brands might be threatening the mayor. Mayor named Harbin is scared of them. They wear red cloaks. At the blacksmith, Addison sells scimitars from goblins, crossbow from goblins with deception, Morningstar and javelin. Addison gives each party member 30 gold pieces from the sale. At the sleeping giant, party defeats 7 red brands in the tavern. One mentions that there are plenty more of them, though. The bartender does not engage in the fight. She is not a part of the red band and was forced to run the bar. The bartender, Transcender Manor, is where the rest of the red band would be hired by someone named Black Spider. Black Spider has sent bugbears to reinforce the red brands who have been here for months, imitating locals, led by a human wizard known as the Glass Staff. Party loots red brands, found 6 short swords and a gem on one of them. Orchis sends a letter of progress to the shopkeeper with Ripper, no evidence of red brand in the back of the bar. That was all that happened last session. I'm sorry for Solo Robot.
I didn't expect you to read it word by word.
You said robot, and I'm like,
You did go
"Wha-
full robot.
I had to.
You cracked several times. I'm very disappointed.
You're right. I should do it again.
Oh God, have mercy.
Oh
At
God.
this point, we need a dice roll that has negative numbers on it. At this point.
all right. Okay, thank you so much, T-Dot, for the amazing robotic recap. As T-Dot has stated, you guys were where you ended off was at the bar. You had just finished talking to the bar owner, and you guys were headed on your way out. Before you leave, is there anything that you guys would like to do before leaving the bar?
Can I take a second chair?
Roll me sleight of hand.
Is it stealing though?
He just wants to
It-
walk out with a
I
bar
just
stool.
want to take a second chair.
Look,
I don't care if they see me do it.
I mean, if you want to go for another one, you can, but she's gonna look at you a bit oddly.
I got 19.
Yeah,
sleight of hand.
you take the chair, and she doesn't seem to notice that you took another bar stool.
I have 2 chairs now, one in each hand.
Oh my.
So roll intimidation. Don't you move from that side of the bar. This is mine now.
Okay.
What has Alfred become?
He's
Uh,
become what CC.
I'm gonna
her
ask the
character would be.
bartender if they need help cleaning up the bodies, or if they'll just report it to the mayor and it'll be fine.
She's gonna look at you and she says, she's gonna report the issue to the mayor.
All right. I'll do so as well if we stop by there.
She seems to nod and thank you in advance if you do get to the mayor before her.
I know it's a busy job running a tavern.
Of course. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Just double checking. We did send Ripper out last session, right?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
Okay. I dragged him as far off the map as I could.
Yes, and with that, we are going to be going back to the main map. I had to find it because I'm blind.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
It's the map.
Bartholomew
Ooh.
has a very.
Don't
good
forget to drag the
progression
players
there.
to the map.
I don't have to do it for this map.
My screen's still the other map.
Yeah, we
Same.
can't see it, Anna.
Oh, I forgot the actual players to the map. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's my
pal.
bad. I'm
Just leaving us behind.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
a
don't
little
need
bit
to do it for this
delusional.
map. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's been a while. I haven't used this program in like 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I apologize. Alrighty. Who has the highest passive perception?
And my
F.
passive perception's 11, so definitely not me.
I have the highest passive investigation.
I have a 13 in perception.
Okay. Mellow, what do you have?
Oof.
Do 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 do
That's
do.
12.
I did not hear that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It didn't pick up for me, and I'm sorry. Alright, 12. Okay, Viktor. As you guys as you guys leave the sleeping giant, you notice that Addison is not with your group currently.
I
I'm
turn
sure
to
that's.
I
You go.
turn to Bartholomew and ask him, "Yo, Alice was normally with you. What's going on there?"
They probably saw something that caught their eye and they're probably chasing it right now.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Someone probably walked by with something expensive on them.
I hope they make it out.
They usually do.
Oh
This isn't the
Alright.
first time and it won't be the last.
God.
Alrighty. With that, seeing as Addison's no longer with your group, probably hunting for something shiny, what would you guys like to do? As you walked outside, you notice it's kind of dark and more so getting towards the evening hours of the night. Or the day, sorry.
I think we should swing back by town hall and the tavern, see if we can arrange for a room and board.
Okay. Where would you like to head to first?
I'd like to direct the group to head to there while I stop in by the town hall to inform the mayor of their a lot of bodies currently littering the Rizzler yacht. Sorry, I said the sleeping giant.
Right. Okay. Of course. Yeah, you direct the party towards Stonehill Inn, and Badger, you go off towards the town hall once you make sure everyone is at the inn.
Side question:
Yes.
how do I delete tokens off? We have 2 of multiple.
You have to be able to control it.
You would have to like. I think it's the DM that has to remove that second one.
We have this group up here. Yeah.
What group? I don't know what you're talking about. Alrighty. Orchis, what are you doing? What's Orchis doing at this time?
Sniffing the grass.
Why is she sniffing the grass?
I don't know.
See if it's
You
edible.
ask too many questions.
You know what I do? I'm sorry.
You're asking the wrong questions, is what you're doing.
Ah, you're right.
The
You're
real
right.
question is, why isn't she sniffing it more?
group? Yeah, why isn't the rest of the group just joining her?
I don't know.
Become cows for the rest of the campaign.
Alrighty. Hey, let me see how am I gonna do this next part. Badger, let's focus on what you're doing right now. As you walk into town hall, you notice that there is a long hallway, and it is a corridor with multiple doors, but at the end of the hallway you see 2 big doors, which you can only assume leads to the mayor's office.
I'm gonna look around, see if there's a secretary or something that hasn't noticed me come in because I'm so short.
You look around the room. You notice that there is a quest board to your left, and there is a little reception area to your right, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone behind the counter at the current moment.
Right. I'll just stop by the I'll glance at the job board so that I can say I've seen it, and then go try and find someone who works here. So probably the mayor's office.
All right. You walk down the mayor's office, not really noticing anything particularly. You don't see any guards or like any staff members. You assume with it being so late that most people have gone home for the day. And with no time at all, you get to the 2 doors at the end of the hallway.
All right. The most troublesome, devious problem any D&D player can have: doors.
Yes, doors.
Obviously, I need to roll an investigation to make sure that doors aren't locked or trapped in any way.
All right, if that's what you want to do, roll me investigation.
All right. I'm going to give myself guidance on this for a total of 21.
Yeah, with a 21, you look at the door from where you stand, and you can tell very easily that there's no traps or hidden mechanisms. And you can tell that the door is unlocked just by the little crack that it's kind of tilted open, that you could like pull it open if you really wanted to.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna burst down the doors and yell, "There's dead bodies in the sleeping giant!"
Alrighty, starting off strong. As you walk into
Burst through the doors.
as you burst into the doors, yelling that there's bodies in the sleeping giant, you are met face to face with the mayor, and he is. Where's you, the mayor? I don't remember. Anna's not prepared for this. Anna's never prepared. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, literally just doesn't tell me that. Okay. Yeah, you are met with a small gnome, and he stands up and he looks at you, and he is gonna be like, "Dead bodies in the sleeping giants?"
Yes. The bartender sent me to tell you that the red brands are dead.
The mayor doesn't seem to look alarmed that the red brands are dead, but he looks annoyed, if anything. And the mayor is gonna nod. He's gonna write something down real quick on one of his many papers on his desk. And then he's gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, I'll take care of it in the morning."
Can I roll like an insight check to see if I feel like this guy has been bought by the red brands, or if something's been up with that?
Sure.
All right. Do that's only a 15.
With the 15, can't really tell anything. He just seems like any normal town hall mayor.
Well, obviously, I'm freaking out a bit too much for this. You seem to have things handled. It's nice to see someone who I can speak eye to eye with in charge here. Have a good night, I guess.
And with that, he's gonna just slowly nod at you before asking you to leave his office.
Does he have a like a placard with his name on it? If not, I'll just leave.
Does not.
All right. I leave. Let's see. Do I leave the doors ajar? Am I that rude?
Yes,
Yeah, I do.
absolutely.
You go to leave and you do not close the doors all the way, and you can just hear kind of a grumble and a curse coming from the office that you had just left. And then not even a few seconds later, you hear the doors shut close.
Aggressively or?
Aggressively, yes.
Right. I have one other thing I want to do before I meet back up with the party.
Of course, where would you like to go?
I need to make a stop by. It's not the Lion Shield. The Lion Shield told me to go somewhere else to do this. Unfortunately, I didn't write it down on our map. But it's like the other store.
So you guys went to the smithery first. That is where Addison sold a bunch of stuff. You had
Yes.
asked about the jade statue, and they pointed you to the lion shield.
Oh, okay. That was okay. Then yes, I'll need to make a quick stop at the Lion Shield.
Alrighty. You you make your way over to a lion shield coaster, and You try to go into the door, but on the door it says that they are currently closed until the morning.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't think I know how to pick this lock. Can I see what time they'll open in the morning? Do they have like a posted hours?
They do. It is, just by glancing around, you can tell that it's on the left side on a little signpost that is about medium height, but you're easily to read that they open at 8 in the morning.
All right. I'll head back to return with the group, assuming that they've successfully secured room and board for us, and that nothing bad happened.
Alrighty, let's go do a little flashback over to our lovely group that should be in the inn. I'm gonna ask this before. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do before going into the inn? So, Mellow, Silent, or T-Dot, is there anything your characters would like to do before proceeding to the inn?
Mine is good.
Mine's good. I did pretty much everything I wanted to in town for now. It's all the way last session.
Okay. Mellow, is your character good?
My character's good. Yes, I'm trying to open up the character sheet on my phone, but I can't find it.
No worries. Okay, with that, I am gonna move you guys over to here.
Oh, I'm so close.
Oh, are those cultists?
No, they're not cultists, they're just commoners.
Where's the front door?
It's like right here. It's like tiny
I
little
don't
stone steps.
believe you. I think it's over here.
I mean, that is one of the entrances. Yes.
How do I put the wolf behind my character?
I don't know. I can't help you there.
I mean, you should be able to right click and like put behind, but I don't see that option. As
Dude,
something you can do.
I don't even see that option as the DM. I'm gonna be real.
Your DM perks are broken. You might need to get that checked out.
You're right, I
Also-
probably do.
CC left Calvin behind. I have 2 woes.
So, are you taking care of Kelvin for now?
Yes.
Alright. As you guys walk in to the Stoneheld Inn, you see that you can tell that the tavern that you're currently standing in is newly built. There's just like a lot of more commoners, probably people getting back from their jobs, going for a drink of ale or cider. Most of them are eyeing you with curiosity, kind of unsure what you're doing in their town of Phandlver. Among the crowd, you notice a blonde-haired elf with light blue skin. She's sitting at the bar, conversing with the owner of the bar. What would you guys like to do now that you're in the bar?
Orchis is going to go sit over at a table because she does not seem old enough to, go to the bar.
Alrighty.
Alfred sets down one of his 2 bar chairs in the middle of the floor and just sits here and holds his other chair.
Pose it to
Alright.
his chest.
Approaches you, just eat it at them as a defense mechanism.
keeps him safe.
Yeah,
Breaks off just one leg instead.
you're sitting on your own bar stool, holding up another one.
Yup.
Tina, what is your character gonna do?
I'll just sit on the floor beside.
I set my other chair down for you.
Says nothing. It's just in between the tables and the bar, ominously.
Me and Silent are looking like we have
Yes.
malicious intentions sitting on our own.
Bring your own chair night, you know.
All
Exactly.
right, yeah, you guys bring your own chair. You're having a grand old time. With that being said, the elf that is sitting at the bar is gonna just kind of turn to you guys, and she's gonna be like, are you new adventurers here? I haven't seen you guys around here before. This town doesn't get that many visitors.
Yeah, we're in here on business.
Official business.
What was the town that we came from called again?
The town you came from is called Neverwinter.
Orchis sitting down. She's not facing them at all. She's like looking more so this way down at the table. She'll pipe and be like, "We're on business from Neverwinter to drop off some supplies. And we heard about the little issue the town was having, so we're here to fix it." In her
Bella.
softer, more child voice.
Alright, yeah. Not me giving away NPC names already. Yep, nope. She's gonna kind of hum in acknowledgement. She's like, Neverwinter, it's been a while since I've been there. Well, I hope you guys have a good adventure or dealing with the issue phandlver is having, or whatever you may be doing. As she finishes speaking, the owner is gonna pipe up and he's gonna be like, are you the... God, so not prepared for this. Sorry. Are you the adventurers that came in with... What was his name? Oh my god, I am terrible.
Listen, if we don't remember his name, he wasn't that important to begin with.
The person that gave us the quest is the name you're trying to think of?
Oh, no,
No, because we
Sildar.
had his sidekick that we grabbed from the hobgoblin, or the
Yeah.
bugbear.
Okay, it'll be good. Stretching. Drink some water. Are you the adventurers that Sildar told me about?
Huh, sorry, repeat that? I like spaced out because I was watching someone outside.
Oh my god. Autism brain go noom.
I saw a dog, okay?
Fair enough. He's gonna ask if you guys are the adventurers that Sildar told him about.
Sildar's the guy we grabbed, right?
Yes, he's the one that you guys saved from the goblin infested cave.
The Red Barons were infested cave, you know?
Yeah. Orchis isn't gonna say anything. She's just simply going to nod as she takes out her flask of water and drinks.
Okay. With that, he's gonna look towards, let me see, Alfred.
Who's looking towards me?
The
bar guy?
owner. The bar / tavern
I
owner.
pick up my chair and move closer to this so we're face to face. Right behind the other bar stools. And then I whistle, and Two Fang and Calvin comes in and sits on the chairs in front of me.
Like it just sits on the counter.
So I'm behind both of the wolves, just staring at him.
He's gonna slowly blink at you, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna look over to his friend that he was conversing with, and he's gonna be like, Adbella, do you mind going into the back and getting some food and water for the wolves? And you'll hear this elf audibly sigh before she gets up and she heads into the back to go get some food and drink for the wolves. She's assuming with you guys being an adventure party, there's more than two. And with that, the tavern owner is going to talk with Alfred, and he's going to say that Sildar has requested to reserve you guys some rooms in the inn so that you guys can get some rest and sleep. And he is going to also ask if you guys would like any food and or drink.
So Sildar got rooms for us.
Essentially, yes.
Did he pay for them?
He did pay for them.
Free rooms. Do your rooms allow wolves to sleep in them?
Well, of course. We
'Cause
wouldn't
we got
have
4 wolves.
we wouldn't have Adbella working here if we didn't allow wolves in our establishment.
Are you insulting them?
No, never.
Well, what did they have to do with wolves?
Let's just say the first time they came into our lovely town, their adventuring party was an odd bunch. That's all. And he doesn't really push more onto the subject.
I intimidate him for more information.
Roll me intimidation.
Do I get advantage because I have 2 wolves staring at him?
No.
Bummer.
Booey.
23.
God damn.
How would you like to intimidate this poor man?
I just kind of stand up from my chair, get between the 2 wolves, and put one hand on each of their head, and just kind of like lean in towards them. And are you afraid to give us more information? You're seems like Sildar is pretty good friends with you, and he helped you, so why aren't you helping us?
Damn it, okay. He looks at you, he kind of steps back, a little bit taken aback, and he's like, whoa, buddy, let's calm down. Well, what is it that you would like to ask me?
Just all the details of people that's been in and out through here that you seem to know.
I know quite a lot of people. Which one would you like to know more about?
What would you think would be most useful for us to know?
Okay. The most useful information I can tell you is that Adbella here is a seasonal adventure in and around Phandlver, and they've had their share of going to caves and other areas like you guys, probably. I don't know what your adventuring group has done. I only know little bits and pieces of what Sildar has told me. Adbella is a druid and has a wolf named Daisy that she had freed from a cave not so far from here. She also has a map of sorts.
Interesting. After he's done talking, I look back at Viktor and Orchis and ask if they have any questions.
Does Viktor have any?
I'm saying that as a no.
I think Viktor
Okay.
passed out in my second chair.
It's just so comfy.
I've enjoyed it. To be fair, I had to do something for a bit, so I kind of don't know what happened in the last 5 minutes. So I just have
Do
to
you have
watch.
any questions that the barkeep could answer?
None come to mind.
And then Alfred just kind of death glares back into the barkeep again.
Does Orchis have
Hearing-
any questions?
Yeah, hearing something about a map and the fact that this person happened to get a wool from a nearby cave, it piques Orchis' interest just a little bit. So
Okay.
she's going to get up from the table and walk on over. She's not going to sit at a bar stool, but she will, like, kind of peer her eyes. It's like the top of her head kind of peering over the bar stool because he's, short. Said that she has a map, right?
Yes, she does.
Interesting. Do you think if I talked to her, she'd let me see this map?
More than likely.
She is then going to step back and wait for the girl to come back out so she can talk to her.
Okay.
I gesture my chair to Orchis.
Go ahead and sit in this chair.
See,
Beautiful.
portable chairs come in handy.
Yes, they do indeed come in handy. With that, the elf is gonna come out of the back room and she's gonna set a couple of bowls of like food and water for the wolves, assuming that there's more than just the two, and then she's gonna come back over here, sit back where she was. Okay, my thing's not gonna work, but anyways, she's sitting on a bar stool.
I'll drag them down there.
That's my mute key on Discord.
My wolf.
Your wolf.
Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, wait.
Man's going places.
No, I was not good. It in fact did mute me and just didn't tell me the sounds. But anyways, Adbella comes back down and
She just comes back and just wolves on bar stools. Portable bar stool moved.
she's just gonna blink and she's just gonna be like, not the strangest thing I've seen. With that, I am going to ask that. I'm gonna ask everyone but Mellow and Silence to leave.
Oh,
I
okay.
get to stay for once.
Yes, you get to stay along with Mellow.
I don't get
Yay,
punished.
Silent.
I dragged them.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Oh,
Alrighty.
you seem to pick the two that are farthest away from each other on the on screen.
Aw.
Look,
On the stream screen, there's now a huge gap between us. Each
I'm
time it's
sorry.
always like the biggest gap possible.
Nah, it'd be bigger if Silent was on the furthest end.
That's where CC usually is, I think.
Yes, that is
I
correct.
replace PC.
And it's usually you two that get left behind.
You're not wrong.
Alrighty. Welcome. As you two are kind of conversing, the bar owner lets Adbella know that the small girl, he gestures over to Orchis, telling her that Orchis would like to talk to her. So Adbella kind of positions herself so she can talk to both Alfred and Orchis, and she's gonna be like, I heard that you had a question for me. Is everything okay?
Well, more than one question. She's going to like kind of rest her arm on her leg and put her head like into the palm of her hand. So you picked up a wolf from a nearby cave, I heard.
Yes, that's correct.
Did this cave happen to be filled with goblins at the time? Or was it just a random cave?
It was filled up with goblins and hobgoblins and bugbears. Nasty fight.
Would you say it was on the road, on the way here from insert town that we came from, because I almost forgot it.
Neverwinter.
See, I want to say Neverwinter, but I'm like, no, I feel like that's wrong. No, it's right. Does this cave happen to be on the way from Neverwinter to here?
Yes, actually. Me and my adventure party were bringing provisions down to Phandalin because we were requested to do so, and we got attacked along the way.
Were you happen to be sent here by the guild in Neverwinter?
Yes.
You see Orchis kind of chuckle to herself. It's like history's retelling itself.
So it seems.
This whole time, Alfred is just kind of like behind the chair that he brought, and that Orchis is sitting in, just like kind of like standing behind it, just like not death staring, but like an intimidation type of just standing behind them.
All the while Orchis is just smiling, legs crossed and everything.
Okay.
How long ago did you do your travels before you settled down, it seems?
Probably about 3-4 years ago.
When you...
Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
I tend to come back to Phandalin every once in a while because my sister tends to come through here quite often, but every time we are similarly in the same city, she tends to vanish just before I can catch a glimpse of her. But that is besides the point, and a different story for another day. I go on some adventures here and there, but Phandalin has become my home over the course of the years.
During your travels, have you ever heard of some sort of castle, per se, that goblins may live in?
She's just gonna smile and she's gonna be like, "You're talking about Cragmar Castle, aren't you?"
That would be the one, yes.
It's been a while since I've been there, that's for sure.
But you do know where it is.
I do know where it is.
Our quest giver, he was originally coming this way with our lovely friend. And he happened to have been kidnapped, you could say. We learned that he was taken to that castle, but I personally have never been to it myself, so if you could possibly help us know where we need to go, that would be lovely.
I can certainly do that. And with that, she pulls out a map, and you can tell it's very old and faded as she hands it over to you, but it has the map of, in general, of like the map of like the area that you guys are in and where Cragmar Castle is located, and with the directions on how to get there and any like faster routes as well.
She's gonna take this map. She's gonna run her fingers over it, though she can't really feel anything through the gloves, but she's just gonna run her fingers over it, and then she's just gonna put it into her little bag and like seal it up so that the map doesn't fall out.
All right. With that, Abella's actually going to turn to you, Alfred.
Human contact.
Encounter time, silence.
Right.
She's gonna look at you, and she's gonna stare at you for a bit.
I stare back.
She's like,
Just full on eye contact.
she doesn't waver. She does the same eye contact back. And with that eye contact, you can tell that she is, or was, of high royalty with how she doesn't waver in her stance. And she just says the simple line of, I know who you are. Of course, you don't know who I am. Or at least, I don't think you do.
Alfred doesn't say anything. He just kind of keeps staring, but like with more of like a death glare this time. Can I roll for intimidation for like not just anything, just to have intimidation?
Sure. Roll me intimidation.
You are.
17.
With a 17, just kind of stare back at Edbella, and she just blinks and smiles, uninfected by your stare. She then goes on to say, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name. You're the missing prince of Gelthor, aren't you?
Gale Fowler.
Yeah, that's the name. Thank you.
I might be. Who's asking?
I might be, but I don't think I need to ask, considering I have something. However, you seem like a good person. And
After I just intimidated both of them.
yeah. Hey, she knows her way around intimidation, that's for sure. She's gonna look at you and she's gonna be like, your uncle has a high price to bring you back home. And with that, as she says that, she pulls out a missing persons poster. And you will see it in just a moment. I do have it on here. I'm a god.
Oh my god, you're so good.
Thank you.
Also, I got a Pop-Tart, so if I mute up, that's why.
What's the flavor?
Cookies and cream.
Good.
Silent, in your journal, you will see a missing posters thing from your town. On Roll20, go to journal, and
Can I
it should
pull that
be
onto the board?
no, you will not, but I can show it to all. Want me to?
Is there not a price on it? It just wants me to return to Gale Fowler.
It just wants you to Gale Fowler. Like, there is a
Is
price,
it
but it's
me
just
he
not.
wants or his hat?
I don't know, man. She looks.
Because he never liked me.
She looks at you, and she simply says that they asked me to return you to your original place of origin. I am not sure why. They just simply asked me to bring you back. But I know how it is being royal. I know how it is not wanting to be in that life. And honestly, I could care less about this quest and the money that it can bring me.
Was it just me, or did Anna cut out for like a brief second?
There was a brief cutout. I could still understand what was happening, though.
Yeah, no, I could as well. It just went robotic for a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. My Discord's been acting up lately.
So were you given a quest directly, or did you just see the missing persons poster?
I was given the quest directly from your uncle.
I mean, next time you see him, you can just tell him you found me dead somewhere.
If that is what you want, that is what I will do.
That place is full of stuck-up people. I have no interest in returning.
That is more than fair. And with that, Adbella kind of ends the conversation with Alferd. Orchis or Alferd, is there anything that you would like to ask Adbella before you guys return to your group?
Orchis heard all of that, right?
Very much so. You're
Yes.
between us.
Okay.
She wasn't
Just
hiding it.
wanted to double check. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah. Orchis heard it all.
So, royalty.
A bit.
A bit. How is it a bit royalty?
I never laid into it.
Well, you're at least born of its stature.
You could say that.
What would make a prince want to run away?
Let's just say the Gelthaler is full of corrupt leaders.
Isn't everywhere filled with corrupt leaders?
Yeah, but this one I was supposed to join in the future and I didn't want to.
Sounds like a cult.
Back then, me and Addison bumped into each other, a random chant, and they helped me escape from Gelthaler.
She's gonna nod her head. Which party member was it that ran over to the town hall?
That would be
Uh,
Badger,
Can't remember. Badger?
yes.
Okay.
the mascot.
The mascot. I wonder how Badger's doing over at the town hall. I think he said he was going to.
Either there's chaos or he's been turned into a welcome mat.
I quite wouldn't like if he got turned into a welcome mat. Having more people in the party means a better chance of survival.
He'll be fine.
Okay. And with that, does that end your guys' little private encounter?
Take that as a yes.
The rounding
Yes,
is...
Anne asked me a question.
okay. No worries. Alright, with that, I will bring back Smada and TDOT.
They want me to hop in there and let them know they're about to get dragged.
Nah.
Hopefully they're not saying some weird shit. Ah, ah.
Alright, you
Oh.
dirty fucks. What the fuck were you talking about?
What am I here for? What's going
Why are we
on?
here just to suffer?
Just to suffer.
As Orchis, Alfred, and Adbella finished up their conversation, Badger walks into the inn.
Hey, you're not a welcome mat.
Uh,
I walk in. I see that the party's engaged in vigorous conversation with the innkeeper, and just go join Viktor at in the back.
I would offer you a chair, but the two are already in use.
I'll use one. I'm going to use one of the chairs that they provide.
Disgusting.
How dare you?
Alright. As you come in, the owner tells you that Sildar had reserved some rooms for you and had paid for you guys' night's stay, and that food and drink are on the house tonight.
Two Fang, you're eating good tonight.
All right. I'm going to ask if they have some some spare paper. If
The bar owner slides over some scrap pieces of paper over to you, Badger.
take those and start sketching a design. Just in my spare time.
Alright.
Um, Orchis is going to get up from the bar stool. She's gonna dust off her dress. She's gonna walk over to Badger and in like a more whisperish voice. So, how did it go?
Well, they were closed.
They were closed? Well, makes sense.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's late in the evening. Makes sense that the Lion's Guard would be closed.
That's unfortunate. Then
I did.
she's going to go to her room.
Before you do, I'm gonna call out to you again.
I pick up the chair that's been left behind. The one I brought.
Okay.
Actually, let's. You mind if I follow you, Orchis?
She gives a puzzled look, but she'll nod in confirmation. She was just walking over towards like the room areas to see which one she was gonna take.
With this, Smada, would you like this to be a private conversation just between you and Mellow?
It doesn't need to be private. It just it is a conversation between the two of them, unless somebody walks over.
Okay.
Well, hello there.
And the dog.
As I'm walking over, I look at Viktor, saying, "If you come to your room, make sure to take your chair."
Oh, you're right. You're right. I walk along and pull my chair with me.
1 second.
Hell
I
yeah.
forgot to get my key from the guy. You guys go first.
Oh shit,
a
you're
minute,
right.
must have
We need.
keys. Hey, wait. Yo, keys are pretty nice.
Thanks, bro.
I
Thanks.
just while they're all over. Wait, so do we need keys for these rooms?
Yeah, do we?
I would assume
Um,
so.
He hands you guys over some brass keys that are for each room, and each of them have a tag corresponding to their room number.
What number do I have?
You okay? Pick a number through 1 and 5.
4.
Bitch.
3.
2.
Okay, Orchis, you grab the key that has room number 2 on it.
I thought you were gonna say number 1 and I was gonna fight you.
And Alferd, you grab number 4. Viktor, which one did you say? Did you say 3?
3. 3.
3? Okay. And then that leaves 1 and 5 left.
What about room 0?
They're not.
Assuming
They're
that's
not
somebody
renting out.
else's.
Yeah, somebody else. That we didn't rent out the entire place.
Nah.
You think we
Okay.
have that kind of money?
I mean, it's not our money.
I just hush.
Yeah, we didn't spend shit
Details.
on this.
Also, I'm assuming we all ate and stuff before going here.
That is
for the
your.
wolfies.
The Wolfies have 8. Speaking of wolves, Ripper returned shortly after Badger walked in. So Ripper is with you guys as well.
Oh.
Did anybody leave a note for the bartender to tell them to expect Addison?
I don't think the bartender knows Addison exists at this point.
Unless the other guy who rented out the rooms told him.
Sildar had to have.
I'm sure it's fine.
You did, right,
It's fine.
Soldar? Like death staring him.
So after all of our talks, Alfred goes into his room.
Okay.
I put my chair. What are the handles like? Is it like a knob handle or is it like a grab handle?
It is a. The handles are copper handles that are ones that you pull open, and then they have like a little lock under the kind of like the handle part where you can insert the key and turn it.
So I get in my room. I tell the wolves to guard the window. I lock the door and I prop up my chair in a way to make it to where it's hard as fuck to turn the knob if someone unlocks it.
Okay.
Barricade.
Yes.
All right. Victor, what would you like to do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
All right.
A simple man.
Simple. So that will leave Badger and Orchis alone.
All right.
Orchis had went into her room, but she left the door open because her and Badger were gonna have a talk. Seeing as Ripper had followed in, she just pats up on the bed for Ripper, and he'll jump up onto it and kind of like curl up and lay down.
All right. Perfect.
After putting his stuff down in room 1, Badger's gonna come back to next door and give the door a little knock.
Orchis is just looking at him like, you can come in.
Badger comes inside. It's the bit cramped in here.
Walks on her.
We're the two smallest people, and it is
I
cramped.
know.
Eye level.
And it's cramped.
Something about these rooms gives me claustrophobia.
Yeah, it's just something was weird with the mayor. He was working by himself all day, alone.
She's going to begin setting out stuff from her bag onto the bed as he's relaying the information. And as he mentions the mayor, she's like currently taking out her rapier. Was the mayor acting weird?
I couldn't get a good read on him. It's been a while since I've talked to him. Been away from the homeland for a bit. Ever since I got don't want to talk about my debt. But it was. I'm not good with people, Orchis. So I really can't tell you.
Can you tell me how they seemingly acted when you told him? Or if you told him about the bodies?
Yeah, I told him about the bodies, but he just like seemed dismissive and just like wrote it down, said he'd take care of it in the morning or something. Mm, Just he didn't seem like panicked at all. It was very weird.
That is a rise for concern. She'll say with a bit of a confused look on her face. Not a very good mayor if you're not going to be concerned about dead bodies inside of one of your taverns.
I know, right?
Or at the very least, glad to know that local cultists have been invading and they've been taken care of for the time being. She runs her hand along the blade of the rapier. Maybe we should all go give him a visit at some point. I don't think I trust this mayor guy if he's not going to be that emotional about his own town, if he even is the mayor.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know if I have no idea if that was even the mayor.
Did he have a name?
No, he didn't.
Just gonna go silent for a little bit. What did he look like?
I give it an accurate description of the man I saw in the mayor's office.
Alrighty. The description that Badger lays out for you is he says that they were a gnome of some sorts, maybe a rock gnome if they had to guess, and that they were Badger's height and had kind of gray scaling hair, and didn't seem like the best of people.
Very intriguing. Ah, yes, Badger the Rock Gnome would guess that they're a rock gnome.
That wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. Is I'm still. I don't know how to bring this up. I told you I'm not good with people, but I've never seen anyone bleed black blood before.
Well, you're right. Most people typically bleed red blood.
I mean, I've seen a couple people bleed green and blue, but never black.
Maybe I'm a little different from everyone else you met.
Well,
She's gonna give like a small smile as she says that.
well, not sure how else to approach this, Orchis.
If you have a
Can-
question, I'd prefer if you just bluntly said it.
So would I. What are you?
Orchis is going to take off one of her gloves so that he can see her hand, and very faintly as she holds it out to him, he can see that there seems to be maybe makeup or some kind of covering over the hand, but you can see kind of through it what look like joints and all of her fingers. And she has like her index finger kind of bend backwards in a way that no other race really can. And it gives a very soft kind of like metallic screech sound. And then she puts it back to normal. I'm a robot.
Like a robot. Badger tests out this new word that he's. Is that like? And Badger pulls out some of his notes that he's been sketching from the inspiration of being around these wolves, and pulls out the designs for a homunculus he's been working on. Seen. I'm an artificer. I deal with magic contraptions, but you're saying I just don't understand what. How? This
My husband was a very creative man. And he thought preserving my soul inside of a more durable body would be best.
I'm sorry.
He's going to
How,
put the glove back on.
oh, let me know. Let me know if I can ever do anything for you.
She'll give a nod. If you can, I think I might go take a walk here in a bit. Will you be able to watch Ripper over here?
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
All right. Orcus, would you like this to be a one-on-one session for the next little bit for your walk, or would you like everyone else to stay in the call for it?
Well, let me ask you, DM. I might go kill someone, so is that something I could do for the whole group or just by myself?
All right, then everybody else leave the call.
Oh, fair enough.
Hello. Alrighty.
Hello.
Yeah. With that, Orchis, you leave the inn singing as you left Badger in charge of Ripper.
Let's see, where is it? No. If you had to give an estimation, how long do you think it would take for Orchis to get from here to the mayor's office?
It wouldn't take that long. It would be, seeing as Town Hall is like right across from the inn, it'd just be like a 2-ish minute walk. But
Yes.
yeah. Short
I'm
walk.
trying to figure out when I'm going to use this ability because I have an ability called Light Step, right?
Okay.
And it lets me move a lot more stealthily, but I have to have been traveling alone for about an hour or more for it to go into effect.
Okay.
So Orchis is going to, after Badger leaves, she's going to take a few minutes. She's going to pet Ripper on the head and just kind of admire some of the scars on his body from being the main bugbear's guard dog. Then she's going to get up. She's going to dim the lights. She knows Badger will check in on Ripper if need be, so she's going to walk out of the room and close the door behind her. Does she see anyone as she goes and walks out?
As you walk out of the inn, as you look around, you notice there's a few guards kind of like surveying the streets, and then there's some drunken people like walking home and stumbling, but nothing of unusual sorts that you notice.
The guards, do they seem to be around the mayor's office? Where exactly are they placed? Are they just kind of in random places?
Let me look at quick. If I would have to say, they are kind of patrolling like down by the sleeping giants, the Shrine of Luck, and kind of by Lion Shield and Town Hall. But you can only notice that there's like maybe 3 to 4 guards out about in the town.
Okay. She's going to. She's gonna act like she's, just taking a walk around the town. She's gonna walk by herself for a little bit, admiring the view, quote unquote. Then she's gonna kind of turn and walk in the general area of the mayor's office. Walk up the steps. Are the doors locked?
The doors are currently locked, yes.
Motherfuck. What do I need for this? A sleight of hand to try and unlock it?
Yeah. Only a sleight of hand.
That is a grand total of 15.
Okay. With
I will not use my own bardic inspiration on that.
what are you trying to like how are you gonna try to open the door? Like, what are you using?
What kind of lock does it look like? Is it a very basic lock or is it something more intricate?
It looks like a very basic lock.
Let's see. She'll go ahead and she'll reach into her belt pouch and she'll take out her dagger and she'll kind of use the blade as like a bit of a makeshift key. Just kind of poking and prodding on the inside of the lock to see if she can get it to unlock.
All right. With that, as you're trying to fiddle open, kind of picklocking this door, it takes you a little bit longer than you would have hoped, just because the dagger isn't quite the tip of the dagger isn't quite small enough to get to the right position, but with some more prodding, you are able to successfully unlock it after a little bit of time.
Okay. She's going to go inside, but she's gonna lock the door behind her.
Okay.
Um, is it still empty in here?
From what you notice, it is pretty much dead quiet.
Not wanting to alert anyone, she's gonna try and stealthily make her way forward uh towards the far door.
Yeah, you are able to definitely make your way towards the doors at the end of the corridor.
Do they seem locked as well, or do they seem unlocked?
Just by a quick glance, you can easily tell that these doors are unlocked.
She's gonna narrow her eyes down at these doors, and she's going to knock on the door very softly.
As you knock on the door, you hear kind of like a low grumble of somebody saying, "Enter."
We'll go ahead and open the door and walk on in, closing the door behind her. Do I see this rock gnome that Badger had described?
You do see this rock gnome. You also can see he's more on the heavier side of things, and he looks like one of those old kind of buffoons that shouldn't be running a town.
Orchis is going to look down at this quote unquote mayor, and she's going to walk forward without saying a thing until she gets to one of the chairs across the desk from him.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Why would a pretty girl like you want to know?
Can't a lady ask a question?
I suppose that's true, but it's the middle of the night. And last I checked, the town hall doors were locked, so how did you get in, young lady?
Quite easily, actually. I just opened the door. I think someone forgot to lock it.
You see him roll his eyes and kind of curse out like one of his employees. And then he kind of sighs and he's like, "Well, you're already here, so what is it that you want?"
How do you feel about death?
I care less for death.
How do you feel about your own town?
Small and run down, and the town as it is doesn't have money to keep it up and running.
And you would think that a typical mayor would want to do something about that, right? You'd want to have your town prosper.
Maybe.
Oh, no, there is no maybe about that. The town is your responsibility, so when you hear that there's dead bodies around, shouldn't you want to investigate that? Or be happy that these, I don't know, cultists that are inside of your town have been dealt with?
He's gonna look at you kind of confused and he's gonna be like, "What do you mean by cultists?"
You know, the people who are holding that bar hostage.
Ah, you're talking about the Red Brands, aren't you? They are just a simple mercenary guild that is in the town. Nothing more, nothing less.
And you see, I would absolutely believe that if it wasn't for the fact that other members of your town seem to disagree with that. Tell me
So,
again, what was your name?
kind of sighs and he says that his name is Harbin. Would you like me to spell that for you?
Yes, please.
What am I doing? I should just do this in DMs. There you go.
Harbin. Question: Does Orchis has been to this town before, right?
Yes, Orchis has.
And did the town seem to have this guild in it in her prior journeys?
In her prior journeys, she wouldn't be able to recall this mercenary guild. You assume that it's something new that has happened between the last visit and your current one.
Okay. Tell me, Harbin, how long has this guild been around?
For as long as our town has prospered.
You can kind of see her hair kind of sweep over her eyes, and she gives like a small grin. And now I know you're full of shit.
Why do you say that, young lady?
I've been here before, quite recently actually, and that guild was never here.
Alright, you caught me. What do you want? What can I do for you?
Where's the actual mayor?
Mayor? It's always been me.
So why have you let this cult ransack your home?
He kind of thinks for a moment, debating whether or not to tell you. Kind of sighs and he says, "There's nothing I can really do about it. You think those fools are gonna listen to me? I may be the mayor of this town, but they have more numbers than I can fight."
She just shakes her head. You're a pathetic excuse for a mayor.
So what are you gonna do about it then?
The cultist I'll deal with later, but for you, and she's going to pull out her rapier.
Odd. Yeah, alright.
And I would like to cast... No, open the character sheet back up. I accidentally double-clicked on the backspace. No. I'm casting Blade Volley.
Hold up. Let me see. Let me see what this. God, this man is weak. Yeah, no. Roll away.
Lovely. Cast. Why didn't you roll? Okay, here, let me roll one of my physical dice. Which dice am I feeling? I feel this purple one. That's a natural 20. I will turn on my camera right now for you to see.
Hold up, let me move over to Discord. Wait, I need to see this.
Okay, I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see, but right there.
Oh, damn, that's some good luck. Yeah.
That's a crit +4 for a 24.
Yeah, no, that hits.
I'll roll for damage. So for your crits, do you want me to roll 2d8 or just 1d8 and then double whatever it is?
Let's roll 2d8.
Okay. Do you want me to add the +4 for those on each one or just one?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. Yeah, I'll use this one. First one for 3. Second one for 8. So that is 11 plus how much? I think it's a +4. Plus your spell casting. Yeah, okay. So that is going to be a grand total of 14 damage.
Jesus Christ. All right then. How does Orchis kill the mayor?
After saying that she'll deal with the cultists later, once again, she's going to keep the smile on her face as she pulls up the rapier, and before he has a chance to say anything, as he goes to open his mouth to protest, she'll use the spell, and the spectral sword will go through his open mouth and out his neck.
God, that is so brutal and graphic. I love it. Amazing. Good job. You've killed the mayor. What are you gonna do now, Orchis?
Well, she's then simply going to sheath her rapier, and I'm gonna have her roll to check out like the papers on here, see if she can find anything of interesting use.
Alright, roll me investigation with advantage.
Roll investigation with advantage. First investigation, that is, thank God I have advantage on that. That's a 6 for the first one, and that's a 16 for the second one.
Alright, as you kind of rummage through his papers on his desk, you find a note that is addressed to the mayor. It is in cursive handwriting, and at the bottom of the page you notice a stamp of a spider. You can only assume that this is a message from the Black Spider. The note's contents contain a letter stating that the Red Brands will be staying within Phandlver as a quote-unquote mercenary guild, and that if anyone were to question him, to deny any and all questions directed about the Red Brands. Essentially, he was bought for his silence.
She's gonna mutter to herself, pathetic man indeed. Hopefully the new mayor will actually have some guts to him, as she's going to roll up those papers, stuff it in her bag, and I would like to stealth my way through a window to make it back to the inn without having to go through the doors and everything.
Sure.
I'm proficient in stealth, yay! And because I really don't want to get caught, I'm gonna I want her to crack open a window so she can fit out. Since she's tiny, it shouldn't be too big of a crack.
Okay.
Close it as she cracks out, and then just kind of use her more darker attire to try and blend in the more night streets to make it back over to the inn.
Alright. Yep. You are able to successfully get out of the mayor's office through the window. It has a Orchis-sized kind of crack, but as you come out, you kind of lower it so it looks like it was a crack left by the mayor to let in a cold breeze. And as you look through the the roads, you notice that there's nobody on patrol right now, and the streets are dead quiet in the middle of the night.
She's going to cautiously make her way back over to the inn.
Right.
Is there anyone in the inn currently?
The only person who is in the inn currently is Bella. She's you see her cleaning up the messes from earlier clients that were in the bar, but other than that, she doesn't really pay any mind to.
Good. Orchis is just gonna walk on by. If she was to look over at Orchis, she'd give her a little head nod, hello, good night, and then make her way to her room.
Righty. Let's bring back the others, shall we?
Yeah.
That was something. Was not prepared for that. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Our magic show.
Our magic show, you. Why? Why is the world so cursed?
Aw,
Hello.
how was your guys' one shot? Was it great?
We were in the
You're on the
middle of
cusp.
we were in the middle of it working. The
Aw.
magic part was happening.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We finally got all that we ever wanted.
All that we ever needed.
It was there at the fingertips.
It's
all
like a
right.
dream, and you wake up.
Badger, are you still with Ripper, or did you return back to your own room?
I made a promise on a 6 animal handling that I could take care of Ripper.
God, okay.
Oh,
Orchis, as you walk into your room, you notice that Badger is very much still in your room with Ripper. Ripper doesn't seem to be harmed, but more so annoyed that Badger is kind of like petting him nonstop. And you could hear a low growl coming from Ripper.
She's going to click her tongue over at Ripper to see if that helps him calm down.
As he hears that, Ripper kind of gets up and nudges Badger away from him and like kind of makes his way over to Orchis and rubs her like legs and is kind of like whining as if like, how dare you leave with him.
dare you? How could you?
You see, as Orchis comes back into the room, she gives a smile to Badger. Then she's going to open up her bag and she's going to toss some papers over onto the bed for him to see.
Right. I'll give the papers a read through. Got a pretty good investigation. Should feel like if I need to like decipher anything from them.
All right, Badger, as you read through the notes that Orchis gave you, you see that just by like a quick glance that you can tell that the mayor was basically bought out by the Red Brand organization, and at the bottom of the letter is a stamp of a black spider.
The spooter.
Well, either you're incredibly sneaky like Addison, or something else happened, Orchis. Which is it?
She just smiles. The town's mayor was weak, a pathetic man, and hopefully the new one will have a bit more of a back to him. He wasn't planning on talking in the first place. Then she's going to sit on her bed.
So let me get this straight. I'm assuming he's dead. Is that a good assumption?
His tongue is
Yeah.
currently pressed against the wall, yes.
Okay. I also hope that you're confident enough, if you're this confident that you didn't leave any evidence linking you back.
She holds up her gloved hand. It'd be hard to get fingerprints when you're wearing cloth. And the doors are still locked, and the window just cracked enough to make it seem like he was getting some air inside the room.
Okay. So it's not going to get back to us. However, who's going to clean up the bad bodies now?
The guards will do their job, hopefully. If not, then
I
we'll
have
need
a
some new
feeling they
guards.
might be preoccupied with investigating the murder of their mayor. Just
That'll
slightly.
happen tomorrow. That'll happen tomorrow. Maybe for now he'll send them over. Oh wait.
Good night, Orchis.
Good night,
It's-
Badger.
Just
Alrighty.
bolts back to his room.
Badger, you learned that Orchis has killed the mayor, and she seemed very. Would you say she was happy about killing him, Mellow?
She yeah. She seems pleased that, you know, someone who has no spine to them has been taken out of office, and now someone who can actually properly run a town and not be a bitch about it can hopefully come in and take that over.
Alright.
That's the thought process behind it.
Alright, thank you. She seemed quite pleased, to have done this. With this, guys, you guys can take a long rest here.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly cast alarm on the door.
Wouldn't that just rapidly go off since there's gonna be multiple people entering and exiting the bar? What's
My door.
happening? Oh, just your door.
Just my door.
I thought
The
it was like a
bar
radius permanently.
is closed for the night, so the only ones that are in the bar are the tavern owner at Bella and some of the employees who stay the night here.
Yep. It'll wake me up if anybody tries to open or touch my door at all.
Right. With this being said, is there anything you guys would like to do in your own private rooms?
Badger's gonna continue to work on his blueprints.
Alferd, would you like to do anything?
I don't think there's anything for me to do now.
T-Dot?
I want to. Please don't open up the character sheet, damn you. I had in mind, I'm just trying to figure out what it was. Oh, to add, I forgot what it's called. To add like an enhancement on a piece of equipment. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I forgot.
Your artificer's infusion.
Yeah, artificial infusion, yeah. Um, yeah, I'll infuse like my armor, I guess, with enhanced defense.
Yeah,
Plus
you're
one's a
more than able to do
armor.
that.
Yay!
Orchis, is there anything else you would like to do?
Orchis is simply going to leave her door open a crack so she can peer out into the hallway that leads to the main bar, and she's just gonna sit and lean on her bed for the
Kind of
night.
creepy, but okay.
Gotta keep alert.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. With that being said, you guys are able to have a successful long rest.
Yeah.
And soon enough, the hours, soon turn into day, and sunlight is creeping in through, the bedroom windows. Is that your brother screaming in the background?
Yeah, I'll go yell at
I
him.
hear just
Okay. Yeah, as you guys... As it turns in today, the sunlight's peering in through the windows, and sometime during the night, Addison had, kind of made her way into the establishment at some point and passed out in one of the many rooms. What would you guys like to do in the morning?
Alfred gets up, removes his chair off his door, unlocks it, and just kind of wanders off into the building.
Okay.
He puts his chair down where it was last night in the middle of the floor and just sits on it with his wolves sitting next to him. Just
Alrighty.
waiting for the rest of the people to get up.
As soon as Orchis sees that he is like heading out, she will also just get off of her bed, pat Ripper on the head, and make sure everything is on her person as she goes to follow out.
Okay, perfect.
Scary dog privilege.
Scary dog privilege indeed.
We love our dogs.
These dogs are so good.
Did Badger disappear too?
Yeah, where did Badger go? Man,
Is it
Badger.
Badger died.
Do they sleep under the bed?
I don't know, man.
Might have got locked in the holes in the wall or something. I don't know.
Badger
Meanwhile,
disappeared. Badger disappeared in the night.
never to be seen again.
No. You'll see him, but
Okay.
he won't see you.
No,
Playing
Oh.
piano in the main bar.
what's that
Been
supposed to
practicing
mean?
all night.
I see. As like each of you come out of your rooms one by one, the bar owner will greet you guys in the morning. And as promised, Sildar walks into the bar, and he's kind of sitting on one of the bar stools, and you see he has a pouch of some sorts, and it's as if he's waiting for somebody. Silence is deafening, guys.
Sorry, I'm relaying what's happened so far to CC. Just to keep them in the know, and also to be, I think you're proud of your girl.
I am. I very am. We love Orchis here.
So Sildar is here.
Yes, Sildar is here now.
I pick up my chair and sit behind.
Are you sitting behind Sildar?
No, behind Orchis.
Okay.
Orchis is going to sit at the chair next to Sildar.
Viktor has my other chair, or I'll offer it to you.
Victor, do you take the chair that Alfred's offering you?
They already have it.
I had it. I
Oh,
guess
okay.
I'll just set
Sorry,
up the
sorry.
chair right
They
around
slept with
here.
it.
I held it like it was my firstborn.
Pile of wolves and people.
With their own chairs.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Sildar is going to turn to you, Orcus, and he's going to slide over the, on the bar, he's going to slide over the pouch of money that has the 50 gold pieces for each of the party members. As promised, here is the money that I said I would give to you once we had returned.
Going to open the bag up, look inside of it, do a quick count with her eyes, kind of gibber it around, then turn around and begin putting out 50 gold for each person,
All right.
and then
Wow, pre-bagged. This is fancy.
then she'll go over to Addison's room, and she will leave 50 gold like on her in her bag for her, so
Okay.
that she does get paid. Yeah, we all get 50 gold, yay! But
All right.
after she's given the money, she's gonna turn back to Sildar. What was the previous? Who's the guy that got kidnap's name again?
Gundren.
Gundren. God. Okay. I keep thinking of like my tavern keeper New Grid, so I keep mixing their names up. I may have figured out where Gundren might be.
Oh, you did.
She's going to hold out the map and like open it up and point to where the Cragmar Castle might be at.
You hear Sildar chuckle, and he's like, I thought I'd never see this map again.
Is Alberta still here?
Adbella is still here, yes.
Alberta, got it.
Alberta. Jesus Christ.
It's Albert with an A.
No.
She's going to kind of cock her head over at the elf woman. She happened to lend me this map. Might be helpful to go get Gundren at some point. I don't want him dead. I got McDonald's menu button as my caps lock.
That's beautiful. Yeah. With that, Sildar kind of nods, and he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna be like, you know, when Adbella first came to Vandalin, she was working with me and Gundren as well. I had given her this map a long time ago. Never thought I would see the day that I would see this particular map. Surprise, honestly. I see there is new additions to it, but surprise nonetheless. I hope it helps you in your adventure on finding Gundren, of course.
Well, while it may be useful now, that is not our current mission. She's going to roll the map back up and put it into her bag.
You're gonna see Sildar tilt his head. He's gonna ask, what is your current mission as of right now?
My current mission, at least. I'm not sure about the others. I quite want to rid these cultists of the town. We've already taken care of a few of them inside of a bar, but I'm sure there's bound to be more to take their place.
You
After
see,
all, they seem to have this town wrapped around their fingers, and, well, if they have this town, who knows if they're going to make their way to Neverwinter at some point.
you see Sildar nod in agreement with you. And then he offers to kind of give any help that he can.
She'll turn to the other members. What about you all? We've been paid for our official task. I know some of you were sent by the guild, so what do you all plan on doing?
Badger, what are your plans?
Why are you guys laughing at me?
No, it's
I
fine.
just read the in-game chat, that's all.
Not laughing at you, we're laughing with you, I swear.
Oh, I'm totally laughing at you.
Alfred chimes in and says for now he's just He's good. Just go with what's needed to be done right now.
Okay,
Uh,
perfect.
I second that. I'm ready to just continue on when is possible.
Alfred has nothing else to do.
All right, Badger. Is there a Badger among us?
Badger died. I killed him.
Hello?
Again.
Hello?
Hello?
There we go. Okay, sorry.
Is your
My,
mic not
fi-
working?
Yeah, my physical mic got muted somehow.
Oh, okay.
Badger's gonna just agree with Victor. We're technically, I think we're still under your employ. Yeah, Sildar. The guild told us to come out here for help you deliver those. Paid us for our time. We still have our time.
Well, you've delivered your provisions that was requested by the guild. You got your payment for that, and you got the payment for returning me back to Phandlver. So what else more could you possibly do?
Just because you employed us once doesn't mean you can't do it again.
Ain't that true?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that in character, T-Dot?
Wee.
Okay. um, Sildar
The
kind of
Nova are
chuckles.
reliable.
This is true. Sildar kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "You want me to employ you for another mission? Am I hearing this correctly?"
As correctly as it comes out.
You kind of hear Sildar chuckle, and he's like, might as well. You can take care of the red brands, then by all means, go for it.
Orchis is gonna just smile and be like, maybe the mayor will be happy that we clear out these red brands and the town can go back to normal.
Sildar just nods. But
So he wants us to take out the red brands before we go save the one dude that's trapped at Cragmouth.
Aren't
Hey,
the
look.
aren't the red guys based at Kragmar?
That's the goblin area.
Ragmar is a goblin, and the red brands are the essentially, as Mellow has been referring to them, as the cultist of the current town that is terrorizing Phandlver. Yeah. And essentially Orchis blatantly said, saving Gundren is not her first priority right now. And if you guys are following Orchis, you're doing whatever Orchis plans on doing for this current mission.
Again, you're all free to go save Gundren if you'd much rather prefer to. I think
He'll
I'd
live.
take out the cultist first.
If he hasn't been killed by now, he'll be fine once we get there.
Exactly. All I'm saying is, if he was dead, he's been dead since the beginning.
Same thing for Sildar over here.
Yeah. You should be
Sildar.
getting a ransom note anytime now.
Sildar just kind of blinks at you guys. He doesn't really say anything, but with that, this is where we are gonna end session 5.
Oh yeah!